Have you ever wondered why, despite eating clean and hitting the gym religiously, the scale just won't budge? Have you felt like your body's working against you and you can't figure out why? You've spent weeks counting every single calorie, sweating it out on the treadmill, taking all the right supplements, but the weight just won't come off? The answer might not be what you're eating, but what you don't know you're doing to your gut. A 2025 study published in Nature Medicine absolutely blew my mind. People following healthy diets with ultra-processed foods lost half the weight compared to those eating minimally processed foods, even with identical calories and nutrients. This means you could be doing everything right on the surface, but sabotaging your weight loss through 5 silent mistakes related to your gut health. And here's the kicker: most people have no clue they're making these mistakes. Today, I'm going to reveal exactly what the latest science has uncovered about how your gut could be blocking your weight loss. I'm going to share findings from research published in 2024 and 2025 in the world's most respected scientific journals, Nature Medicine, Nature Metabolism, and studies from Oxford University that analyzed over 1,900 people. What these studies revealed will completely change how you think about the relationship between your gut and your weight. Your gut microbiome, those trillions of bacteria living in your intestines, aren't just responsible for digestion. They literally control your metabolism, your hunger hormones, and even how many calories you absorb from food. And here's the problem: 5 seemingly healthy mistakes are destroying these good bacteria and sabotaging your weight loss. The first mistake I discovered in shocking research from Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, published in 2023. Artificial sweeteners are dramatically altering your gut microbiome. This research analyzed samples from the small intestine, not just stool like older studies, and discovered something terrifying. People consuming non-aspartame artificial sweeteners had less bacterial diversity in their small intestine. Even worse, those consuming aspartame showed increased toxic metabolic pathways, including the production of cylindrospermopsin, a toxin linked to cancer. But here's what absolutely floored me. Research by Suez and colleagues in the journal Cell showed that people who consumed saccharin for just 2 weeks had such severe microbiome changes that when they transferred their gut bacteria to mice, the animals developed glucose intolerance. What to do? If you're using Diet Coke, 0-calorie drinks, powdered sweeteners, or any diet products, you're silently sabotaging your good bacteria. Research shows natural stevia is the safest option, but even then, use it sparingly. Remember, your microbiome needs 2 to 4 weeks to recover from these changes. And if the first mistake is about what you add to your diet, the second mistake is about how you add something everyone says is good, but in the wrong way. Mistake number 2 will shock you. People obsessed with fiber might be sabotaging their own gut. A massive study from King's College London with twin data showed something fascinating. High microbiome diversity plus high fiber intake equals less long-term weight gain. But here's the problem nobody tells you. Research shows that when you increase fiber too rapidly, it can cause uncontrolled bacterial overgrowth. This results in bloating, constipation, and worse yet, can reduce absorption of essential nutrients. Recent studies revealed that diets with too much fiber can lead to dysbiosis when bad bacteria overpower the good ones. And this can negatively impact weight control. The right amount. Research shows the optimal intake is 25 to 35 grams of fiber daily, but increased gradually over 2 to 3 weeks. And here's the secret. You need soluble fiber, like oats, apples, and beans, that specifically feeds bacteria that produce short-chain fatty acids. These are the ones that rev up your metabolism. What to avoid? Fiber powder supplements don't work the same way. Recent research shows that fiber from whole foods is more effective for weight loss than supplements, according to multiple scientific studies. Mistake number 3 is based on the research I mentioned at the beginning, and this one will destroy everything you believe about healthy eating. The 2025 Nature Medicine study took 55 overweight people and gave them 2 diets, one with minimally processed foods and another with healthy ultra-processed foods, following all the UK's official nutrition guidelines. Shocking result. Those who ate home-cooked foods lost twice as much weight, even with identical calories and nutrients. Why? The 2019 Stanford research already showed ultra-processed foods make you unconsciously eat 500 more calories per day. But now we know the mechanism. They destroy your gut microbiome. 2024 studies show that ultra-processed foods reduce fiber-fermenting bacteria and increase inflammatory bacteria, like proteobacteria. This results in lower production of satiety hormones, GLP-1 and PYY, increased intestinal permeability, slower metabolism, and more hunger and cravings. The hidden villains: protein bars, flavored yogurts, store-bought whole grain breads, fitness cereals, and plant-based milks with additives. The golden rule: if it has more than 5 ingredients or ingredients you don't recognize, it's ultra-processed. The solution: prioritize single-ingredient foods. An apple is an apple, an egg is an egg, brown rice is brown rice. So far, we've talked about what you eat, but the fourth mistake is an invisible saboteur. It's about when you eat. Mistake number 4 that most people ignore. Your microbiome has a biological clock, and you're confusing it. Revolutionary 2024 research showed that your gut bacteria follow circadian rhythms. When you eat irregularly, it messes with this rhythm, and that directly impacts your weight. The study analyzed people eating the same amount of calories, but at different times. Result: those who ate irregularly had 47% fewer butyrate-producing bacteria that speed up metabolism, higher levels of gut inflammation, and 23% more abdominal fat. The crucial discovery: your gut produces different digestive enzymes at specific times. Eating too late at night forces bacteria to work when they should be sleeping, creating toxic byproducts. The scientific protocol: a 12-hour eating window, for example, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Have your biggest meal at breakfast when energy-producing bacteria are most active. Stop eating 3 hours before bed, and maintain consistency and timing, even on weekends. Research shows that just following this timing, without changing your diet, can result in 8% weight loss in 8 weeks. Of all the mistakes, this one is the most personal, the most silent, and for many, the hardest to control. It's what connects your mind directly to your gut: chronic stress. This is the crucial point that many ignore, but it could be the key to unlocking everything. A 2023 study in gut microbes absolutely stunned me. Just 2 weeks of elevated stress reduced gut microbiome diversity by 50%. And here's the vicious cycle the research revealed. Stress releases cortisol. Cortisol kills serotonin-producing bacteria. Less serotonin equals more anxiety and sugar cravings. You eat worse. The microbiome gets even worse. More stress. The University of Cork study showed that stressed people had 60% fewer lactobacillus, bacteria essential for weight control. And worse, even after stress passed, the microbiome took 6 weeks to recover. Signs that stress is sabotaging your gut. Sugar cravings when stressed, bloating that appears on difficult days, constipation during tense periods, and weight gain in the abdominal area. Research-based solutions. 10 minutes daily of deep breathing, proven to reduce cortisol by 25%. Moderate exercise like 30-minute walks reduce gut inflammation. And specific probiotics, Lactobacillus helveticus and Bifidobacterium longum, showed anxiety reduction in studies. And here's an impressive fact. People who practice meditation for 8 weeks have 40% more diverse microbiomes. So, let's visualize your success in the coming days. Just imagine, in the next 2 weeks, simply by swapping artificial sweeteners for stevia, gradually increasing fiber focusing on soluble types, choosing foods with fewer than 5 ingredients, stopping eating 3 hours before bed, and dedicating 10 minutes daily to deep breathing, your microbiome starts recovering. These are simple changes that unlock complex results. The research is clear. Fixing your microbiome could be the missing key to unlocking your weight loss. And the best part? You can start seeing results in just 2 weeks. Next step? Choose only one of these mistakes to fix this week. Don't try to change everything at once. That'll just stress your gut more. If this video opened your eyes about the gut-weight connection, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. In the comments, tell me, which of these 5 mistakes were you making without knowing it? And if you want to dive deeper into this topic, I'll leave links to all the scientific studies I mentioned in the description. Remember, your gut isn't just about digestion, it's your second metabolic brain. Remember, these tips are based on the latest scientific discoveries, but every body is unique. For a personalized journey, especially if you have any health conditions, professional guidance is always the best path. Take care of yourself.